You've worked hard for years, your grades, your research, your experience, but sometimes everything comes down to just one page, your recommendation letter. And here's the truth most people don't realize a weak or generic recommendation letter can quietly destroy a strong application. Not because you're not good enough, but because the letter failed to show it. So, if you're serious about getting admitted, you need to treat this as a strategic part of your application, not just a formality. One of the biggest mistakes students make is choosing the wrong recommender. Many think the more famous the professor, the better the letter. But that's not true. If that professor barely knows you, your letter will sound generic, and admissions committees can sense that immediately. A strong letter doesn't come from a big name. It comes from someone who has actually seen your work, your effort, and your growth. Someone who can confidently say, I've observed this student closely and I know what they are capable of. That kind of authenticity cannot be faked. Another major mistake is not helping your recommender. You expect them to write something powerful, but you don't give them any material to work with. No CV, no statement of purpose, no summary of your goals. Remember, professors are busy. If you want a strong letter, you need to support them. Share your resume, your SOP, your achievements, and even remind them of specific work you did under them. The easier you make it for them, the better your letter will be. Timing is another critical factor. Asking for a recommendation letter 1 week before the deadline is a mistake. That creates unnecessary pressure, and rushed letters are rarely strong. You should ideally give at least 3 to 4 weeks, more if possible. When you respect their time, they are more likely to invest effort into writing something thoughtful and detailed for you. Now, what actually makes a recommendation letter stand out? The answer is specificity. A weak letter says, he is a good student. A strong letter says, he ranked in the top 5% of my class, led a research project, and demonstrated excellent analytical thinking while solving complex problems. One is vague and forgettable, the other is clear, measurable, and convincing. Admissions committees read hundreds of applications. Specific details are what make you memorable. Another important element is alignment. Your recommendation letter should match your overall story. If your statement of purpose highlights your passion for research, then your recommender should also talk about your curiosity, your critical thinking, and your persistence in solving problems. When every part of your application tells a consistent story, it becomes much more powerful and credible. Also, keep in mind that a recommendation letter is not about personal praise, it's about professional credibility. It should focus on your academic or professional abilities, your performance, your impact, and your potential. Saying that you are kind and polite is good, but it is not enough. The letter must answer one key question: why should this candidate be selected? Finally, don't forget professionalism. Always follow up respectfully before the deadline, and once the letter is submitted, take a moment to thank your recommender. This is not just about one application, it's about building long-term relationships that can support your future career as well. So if you really want to stand out, don't treat recommendation letters as a small task. Treat them as a powerful tool. Choose the right person, support them properly, give them enough time, and make sure your story is aligned across your application. Because sometimes it's not just what you say about yourself, it's what others can confidently say about you that makes all the difference.